Jumping into another D3 to D1 training review. If you're coming from a TikTok video or YouTube short or an Instagram reel, I appreciate you watching, and be sure to watch the whole thing. We got some great testing results this week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Overall, it was a great training week. Can't complain. Was actually able to get all three of our workouts in, which was not able to do last week. I missed my bench day, so the bench day was back in this week, which is good. And overall, all the sessions just went according to plan. Was very happy with all the results, and we are steadily making progress to where we want to be. And the season's coming up here in August. We got like 8 weeks left. It's really time to lock in and start putting results on the table. So let's get into our max velocity day and show what we were doing this week. So with our RSI and vert for our health test this week, our RSI was okay. It was about 1.6. Our vert was actually a little bit down. We're jumping like 29 instead of our normal 30 to 31, which isn't great. But then we spent a lot of our time potentially in our sprints and our SPP phases. We are trying to sprint as fast as possible. It is the most important part of every single training day. So just doing skip to sprint, doing our straight leg bound to sprint, my favorite, which you guys all know, which is our resisted flex knee primes, really hitting in that specific position and getting some more force and pop out of that. I really feel it mostly in my feet, but also just in that nice swing. Really gets me to pop off the ground, and I notice it in my sprints. I feel like a lot more pulling that leg through and then hammering down, and not so much hammering and max velocity, but getting that pop off the ground and swinging our leg down hard. Great thing this week, we ran our fly 10 in 104, which is awesome. That is a PR of 1966. Now you're going to see our French contrast train, but I got all kinds of time to talk about that. So our fly 10s haven't improved a lot, but now having this new PR is a great thing to see. So I'm really excited to have that going into our acceleration phases. Now I really like this French contrast. It was a quarter step up on one leg, heavy weight, really just potentiating our other movements, which is a single leg drop jump off like a 16-inch bench. So just getting that pop off the ground. And then jumping straight from that to hurdle hops, bouncing over that, quick contacts, assisted one leg pogo. So you can see the theme: one leg work, quick contacts, really high force, low volume. But it was great to see that. And then, of course, getting in some Nordic curls, which I haven't done enough of. I was actually very sore after these. I know I left them out of the program for way too long, but now they're back in the program. I was going to a failure, going to go a little bit less next week, so I'm not too sore, but really happy with this workout. For acceleration day, we were focused on potentiating and really feeling these positions with some shin drop bear crawls, doing some med ball runs and a couple other things, and some push-up starts, all kinds of things like that, just to feel those shins positions and that push off, which is so important to really get us moving and being in the right positions, because acceleration is a much more technique driven thing that you can change it very quickly and get much faster very quickly compared to max velocity training, where if you're hitting the right positions, you're going to get to the times you want, which we did. We ran a 127 PR on our fly 10, which I was very happy with. That was dropped down from 137, so about a tenth of a second taken off, which really matters in those initial steps. Did some resisted sprints, really lightweight, but did it into the wind as well. Gonna keep just dropping the weight and moving faster as we go on with the weeks, and did these for about 20 yards or so. Our French contrast I really liked was our iso squat, 4 seconds at the bottom, pulling ourselves down to be fast and doing like a little delayed knee extension squat. So pushing our knees forward first and then coming up. Doing these banded jumps, I love them way more than loaded jumps, because you are accelerating down faster. And as you come up, there's more resistance getting put on. Really felt good. Really like how it turned out. It was my first time doing those. Standing triple, which is just like a general plyo, high output, which is exactly what we want in a French contrast. Finishing off with some assisted jump squats, because I always do an assisted jump at the end. Continuing to struggle on our bench press. You can see my right arm is just not at all on the same pace as my left arm. I am crushing it with my left arm, and I'm just off center, which is throwing my bench off even more. So need to just even out those imbalances. But jumping to some pull-ups, back looks good. So I love some pull-ups, especially shirtless. Then we did some heavy floor press. I do like the floor press. We're going to start using that a lot, because that top range of motion I just suck at. I just have no, I don't know how to press from it for some reason. Probably because I didn't bench for so long. But I just don't press well on that top of that motion without having used an insane leg drive and being a decline bench, which is not what we want. That's kind of where we're at right now, it is what it is. And then we did some dumbbell incline press. That was pretty good. Felt good on those. We're going like 6 reps. So we'll do some incline press one day. So our lower intensity is going to be incline press, dumbbell bench, and dumbbell floor press. And then our heavy day is going to be regular bench, dumbbell incline, and barbell floor press. Exciting week this week. Got some new PRs. That was great. Still needs that work, but we're going to get there slowly but surely. I do appreciate you for watching this long of the video. I will leave a video recommended for you right here and a subscribe button right here. It does greatly help me out. And please leave a like on the video. We need to game the algorithm. I'm the worst social media content producer in the world currently. The most posts to least follower ratio is my belief, but that just means we can only go up from here. So please give me a like and help me to gain some traction with the algorithm.